Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 5th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Saturday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Sunday and Monday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather watch and warning advisory map for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the storm prediction center outlook overview and a few other products they offer and the storm reports as well for today, and also take a look at the tropics at the end of this broadcast. So stick around to the entire video and do not miss a beat of this forecast. Okay, if you enjoy my forecast, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and also like button, and also share these videos on social media as well. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get the forecast on the road here, folks, and dive on into it. All right, we got quiet conditions today from Quebec, Canada, down in the portion of southern portions of southeast Canada, and also down in the portion of Michigan, well, northern Michigan that is. Also over toward Maine, also into New Hampshire, Boston, also down towards the eastern North Carolina, eastern South Carolina as well. High pressure is also going to be in Canada, southwest Canada, through North Dakota, through South Dakota, Nebraska, also into Kansas as well. Also over toward western Washington State, through western Oregon, southern Oregon, also through Idaho, down into Utah, also in the portion of Colorado, New Mexico, over toward Dallas and Houston area, Louisiana, also down into northern Mexico, central Mexico, Gulf of California, also toward Los Angeles, San Francisco as well. We got showers and storms over portions of northwest Mexico and the southern Arizona. Also, we've got showers and storms up here in portion of Vancouver, Canada, back into Seattle, Washington, portion of Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, also toward Denver, Colorado, in the portion of Arkansas, down toward the Florida Panhandle, all the way down into the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic coastal water, also into Miami, Florida, toward Atlanta, Georgia, through the portion of the Carolinas, also up toward Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, also in toward Montreal, Toronto, Canada, toward Chicago, Illinois, also into Wisconsin, Minnesota, and right along the Canadian-U.S. border there as well, near Minnesota. And like I said, same over here around from Washington State to Montana, right along the Canadian border as well. All right, in the yellow slashed area there, some severe weather possible from Kentucky, Tennessee, back in the portions of Missouri, Illinois as well. The red slashed area, heavy rain and flash flooding possible from portion of Minnesota all the way down into portion of Kentucky and Tennessee for your Sunday. All right, let's move on to your forecast for Monday. We got quiet conditions there for portion of Quebec, Canada, all the way back into southern Canada, back to portions of southwestern Canada, also into North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, down to Iowa, portion of Kansas, Missouri as well. Also over here, portion of Oregon, down into portion of Nevada. Also, well, northern Idaho through Nevada, all the way toward portion of Colorado, including Denver area this time. So you look maybe miss out on some showers and storms this time. Also over toward Los Angeles, San Francisco, also down toward the Gulf of California. You got Tropical Storm Eugene right off the Gulf of California, bringing some showers and storms to you guys as well, and some tropical storm conditions possible along as Eugene lifts on off to the northwest. All right, you got dry conditions, like I said, over a portion of Houston area, down in the portion of Mexico as well, central Mexico also. All right, showers and storms extending from northwestern Mexico into Arizona, New Mexico as well. We got showers and storms up here along the Canadian border from Washington State to Montana, around the Vancouver area, and also into Seattle, Washington. Also over to Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, all the way down in the portion of Denver, just east of Denver, Colorado, also down in the port of Dallas, over toward portion of the Florida Panhandle, a little bit down in southern Florida, around the Miami area, also through the Carolinas, Atlanta, Georgia region, also toward Philadelphia, New York, Boston, Washington, D.C. region, all the way up into Maine, Montreal, Toronto, Canada, also over toward Michigan, towards Chicago, Illinois, also into Wisconsin and Iowa there as well. In the yellow slashed area from Alabama, Georgia, all the way into the northeast, some severe weather possible. The red slashed area from Washington, D.C. and the portion of Maine, some flash flooding and heavy rain possible there. And same again over here in portion of Idaho and portion of Washington State as well for your Monday. All right. Let's take a look at the weather radar. I had to bring this one up here. The other one was a little bit clearer and also up to date, up to the current time as well. Sorry. Alright, we got scattered showers over portions of Quebec, Canada, and also in the northern Maine, also over toward portions of Nova Scotia region. Also, we got scattered showers off the coastal waters in the Atlantic Ocean, back into portions of the Florida Panhandle, and also North Florida. Scattered activity over portions of Mississippi, back into Illinois, and also into Tennessee. More widespread showers and storms up here in portions of Indiana, also just east of Chicago, moving into Detroit, and also moving in Ohio later on to south. Scattered showers over portions of New Mexico and Oklahoma, also over here in portions of Colorado, back into Nevada. Scattered widespread showers and storms extending from Oregon to Washington State, excuse me, the south of Calgary in Canada, also in Montana, also to Wyoming. Like I said, more widespread showers and storms over the Dakotas, North and South Dakota that is, and also in the portion of Iowa, and also in the portion of Minnesota as well. We got scattered activity down in portion of Cuba. The Bahamas looks a-okay. Excuse me. Alright, watches, warning, and advisory time. Here we go, folks. Alright, as you can see, we got a few tornado watches in effect up here for portions of Indiana and also eastern and southeastern portions of Illinois. Same over here in southeast and South Dakota, northeastern Nebraska, and western portions of Iowa and southwestern Minnesota. Fire weather watches right here in portions of North Dakota. Beach hazard statements up here in portions of Wisconsin and Minnesota. Also flood watches, flood advisories also in effect for Illinois and portions of Indiana. Also some air quality alerts for you guys here in portions of Ohio and also over here in Washington State. Alright, we still got those heat advisories extending from northern Florida, southern Georgia, through Panhandle, Florida, also into Alabama, portion of Mississippi, portion of Arkansas, and also in this west central Texas, South Texas, southern and central portion of Arizona, and portion of southwest California. Sets of heat warnings also in effect for you guys for portion of southern California, also in the southern portion of Arizona, northern Arizona as well. Also in the portion of Oklahoma, much of Texas, all of Louisiana, southern portion of Arkansas, and much of Mississippi. We got a severe thunderstorm watch with a few severe ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings over portions of Tennessee. We got a bunch of flood advisories over portions of southern Illinois, also in the Missouri there as well. We got another severe in Colorado, much of Kansas, southern portion of Nebraska, and also northern Texas and western Oklahoma, northeastern New Mexico. I got some ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for you guys in portions of Colorado. Fire weather watches also in effect for north portions of New Mexico and also over portions of Colorado and Utah as well. Alright, got some hydro issues over portions of Wyoming and also a few flood watches there as well. Alright, Alaska, you still got the special weather statement, red flag warning there for you guys, coastal flood statement on the coastal area. Hawaii and Chain Island looks good, still got that tropical storm warning for western Mexico as well. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look at the overview from the Storm Prediction Center. There's that scattered activity out west, also up here in the Dakotas, got the southeast, and also a little bit in north. There's the watches, also the slight risk and marginal risk in this enhanced risk area. You can see a little bit better this way, the general thunderstorms in the lighter green, marginal risk in the darker green, slight risk in the yellow, and the yellow orange is the enhanced risk for severe weather. Current watches, we got tornado watches. Like I said, that's what I just showed you on the watches warning advisory map for portions of South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, also Indiana and Illinois, also down here in portions of Tennessee and Alabama, North Texas, all the way into eastern Colorado and western portions of Kansas and southwestern portions of Nebraska. MDS discussion, currently just talking about the current weather in Tennessee and northern Alabama later on. Alright, storm report currently as of this recording. We had 6 tornado reports pretty much over part of Colorado, also in the Iowa there as well. All right, high wind report. We had 8, 0 was high. Generally, one was down here in the Panhandle of Florida. One was in portions of Arkansas. Look like 3 over here. 2 in portions of Kansas, and also 2 in portions of Oklahoma. All right, hail report. We had 47 of them. They were pretty much in portions of Colorado and North Texas. All right, so that brought the total number of storm reports to 61. So I would not be surprised to see these numbers increase as the afternoon and evening wears on. All right, fire weather. We still got an elevated risk over ports of Oklahoma into Texas, also into New Mexico, back in Arizona. So we got that ISO dry spot in portions of Nevada, California, and Oregon as well. And finally, we're gonna wrap it up with the National Hurricane Center. Excuse me, getting ahead of myself again. All right, 2 p.m. advisory, and see no tropical cyclone expected during the next 48 hours, and also no tropical cyclone activity over the next 7 days. All right, if you'd like to check out my earlier video, I talked a little bit more about the tropics. I do not see much in the way of any tropical development over the next several days and maybe a couple weeks, but anything can change between now and then, so stay tuned for more on that. Have a great getting ahead of myself, can't talk. Have a great evening, everyone. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Take care. We'll catch you back in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. And take care, everyone. We'll catch you back in the next video.